Hey guys, happy Sunday. You know me, I like doing these at different times in the day. And right now I like this Sunday evening for the daily inspiration. It's easy to do it in the morning. You know. The day is fresh. You just woke up, you're good to go, right? But as the day goes by, as things happen, as you learn about yourself, at the end of the day, it also matters too to get some inspiration and to fill the veins and the body with, you know, a positive thought, maybe an uplifted message. Maybe you just need to get your act together. You know, maybe you just need to look in the mirror, dig deep, stare at yourself in the eyes, and make it happen. Sometimes, you know, we get caught up in just seeing things from our own personal views. And that's why I say, look in the mirror, dig deep, look at your eyeballs. Especially if you want personal improvement, if you want to continue to keep getting better in life, you got to look in the mirror. And then you got to ask yourself the question, am I willing to change? Am I really willing to redirect my life a little bit and make some changes? I mean, it's always challenging, man. It's always going to be challenging. And no human can sit and say they're perfect. So there's going to be always things to work on. And so I use that as a strategy of mine, is to literally look in the mirror, stare yourself in the eyes, and kind of get to know yourself a little bit more and really figure out where you want to go and what you want to achieve and who you want to be and all of these awesome things that we think about. But then sometimes you have to literally look at yourself deep into the eyes and ask yourself, is this what I want? Do I want to do these things? Do I want to get in the best shape of my life? Do I want to build the business? Do I want to work on bettering my relationships? Do I want to work on better communication? Do I want to work on better financial health? You got to ask yourself those questions. I mean, it's limitless in terms of what you want to achieve. It's limitless of what you can achieve. It's just a matter of getting after it. You know, you got to look at yourself in the mirror. You got to take responsibility. You got to understand who you are and how you act and how you work, and then go from there, you know. I don't think enough people do that. I think it's all about making excuses and making assumptions and taking things personal, and then things get haywire from there. There's a lot of people that they don't take enough time to just stare at themselves in the mirror and redirect from there. You know, there's a lot of things that we can do in our lives to better ourselves. And tomorrow's going to happen. Monday morning's going to come around. And if you want goals, if you want things to be achieved and accomplished, and you want this to be a somewhat of a decent week, you got to stare at yourself in the mirror. And you got to ask yourself, how bad do I want it? What am I willing to do? Am I going to be willing to do the action day in and day out and be the most consistent person? Because ultimately that's what matters. Over the weekend, we went to, my team and I from California Fitness Academy, we went to the Perform Better Long Beach Summit. And it was an amazing event. We love going to this event. This is life-changing every single year. Some of the best speakers in the world come here, and they just give us knowledge and motivation and supply us with just awesome little nuggets that we can take in to our facilities and to our job and to our life. And it was just, this one was no different. And just full of inspiration, ready to bring back to my company some awesome, cool little things to make a better company. And some of those things are just personal reflection too, of going and hanging out by the dock in Long Beach and spending some quiet time by myself to get to know myself, to get deep inside of myself. I don't think we do that enough. And ask the questions like, what am I willing to do? And where am I at? And what am I not good at? What am I not good at? Sometimes you got to ask yourself, what am I not good at? What am I weak at? It's not just about what am I strong at and what are all my awesome, cool things that I do, but what am I not good at? And then you got to say, am I willing to get better at that? Or are you going to take the low road and just be like, I'm just me. I'm just me. I'm not going to worry about that side. No, the way I look at it is even in my weak points, the things that I'm not good at, I got to look in the mirror and I got to ask myself the question, am I willing to get better at that? Am I willing to get better at the things that I may not be that good at? And then I got to go from there. And then action is the best form of consistency. It's the best form of, showing, like proving the message. Action. Getting up, making it happen, doing the things that you're needed to do. If it's maybe you need to work on something in your life that's about communication, then are you going to work on it this week? Maybe it's your fitness life. Are you going to work on it this week? Maybe it's your nutrition life. Are you going to work on it this week? So you got to look yourself in the mirror and you got to ask yourself, am I willing to do it? Sunday night, you guys. Happy Sunday night to you. It's only about 100 degrees right now in Visalia. It's hot. It's going to be triple digits all week, right? I could go into the week with a poor mindset, with a negative mindset, looking at the weather and saying, poor us, poor us. We have triple degree heat. It is what it is. It's my attitude that determines the altitude. It's the attitude that determines the rest of the week. So if you're listening right now, I want you to take some time tonight before you go to bed. Look at yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, how bad do you want it? What aren't you good at? What aren't you good at? Figure that out. Figure that out and work on it like no other. Work on the shit that you're not good at, because that ultimately what makes you a more well-rounded person. Don't just work at the things that you're good at. That's easy. But start working on the things that you're shitty at. And I'm telling you, life will change. And I'm going to continue to do that. I'm holding myself accountable. I'm putting myself out there that I'm going to continue to do that. You guys have a great Sunday. But listen, tomorrow morning's going to come. Set your alarm. Put a little message on your alarm. You can do that where you put a little message and put something that means something to you. Put something about maybe you get one life. You get one life and that's it. What are you going to do with that one life? Are you going to go all in? Are you going to push all the chips in? And even with that, there may be people in your life that aren't for that. And that's okay. You're going all in. And I want you to go all in tomorrow morning. What's your message tomorrow morning when your alarm wakes you up? What's the message going to be for you tomorrow morning? And I want you to understand that life only happens once. And I want you to go all in. Push all the chips in. Go after all your dreams. Go after all your goals. Build awesome relationships. Communicate with people. Talk to people. Let them know what's going on. Communicate. Build relationships. Get in the best shape of your life. What do you want? And go after it. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.